Well, hello everyone. My name is Dara Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And each week I'll bring you a story that takes just a few minutes to watch, maybe 5 minutes maximum. And it's stories that are written by different authors, and I hope you find this one interesting. I find this really interesting. It's a story that's written by a philosophy professor, and he told this story to his class, to his students. First, the professor took an empty glass jar and started to fill it with golf balls. When he could not fit any more balls into the jar, he asked the class if the jar was full, and they answered yes. Then he picked up a box of pebbles and poured them gently into the jar, shaking the jar a little bit so the pebbles could get in between the golf balls. When he could fit no more pebbles, he asked the class if the jar was full, and again they said yes. He then picked up a box of sand and began to pour the sand into the jar. The sand filled up all the spaces in between the pebbles and the balls. When no more sand could fit in, the students once again agreed the jar was full. The professor then took 2 cans of beer and poured them into the jar, effectively filling up all the remaining space. After doing that, the professor said, "I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls represent the very important things in your life, such as your family and your health, friends, your faith, and your passions. If everything else was lost and only the golf balls remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles represent other things that matter in your life, things like your job and your car and your house and your clothes. The sand represents everything else in your life, the things that are truly not that important. If you fill the jar with sand first, then there would be no room for the golf balls and the pebbles. Your life would lack meaning. Therefore, you need to set priorities in your life, filling it with truly important things. Spend quality time with children. Visit your parents and your grandparents more often. Take your spouse out on a date night. Expand your mind with new interests. Take time to relax and laugh. Take care of the golf balls first, the things that really matter. Do you now see the importance of setting priorities? Everything else is just sand." Well, one student raised her hand and asked what the beer represented. The professor smiled and said, "I'm so glad that you asked that. The beer just shows you that no matter how full your life may seem, there's always room for a couple of beers with a friend." This is really, really important. I love the imagery that this story is. So I guess the thing is this week is to look at how you prioritize your life and how you deal with your world of work and how you treat workers and how generous you are with your time. I just love that story. I hope you enjoyed it as well. So thanks so much for taking 5. It's from a book called Flowers in the Wind by Robert Coos. So thanks for taking 5. Blessings on your day.